こんにちは。Duolingo English テスト攻略チャンネルの岡島です。今日は Duolingo English テストで満点を獲得した青木さんに Duolingo English テストの練習テストを受けていただきます。青木さん、よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いいたします。
青木さんには Duolingo English テスト対策アプリ DET Bridge の講師として問題の監修や模範解答を作成してもらっています。満点を獲得できる人の試験の様子を見れる機会はほとんどないと思うので、ぜひ参考にしてみてください。試験を受ける様子を見る際は次の4つを意識してください。1、時間配分とスピード感。2、ライティング、スピーキングで使用している単語のレベル。3、意見を述べる際の回答構成。4、タイピング速度。これらを見てもらうと高得点を取れる目安がわかると思います。動画後半では青木さんから Duolingo English テストで高得点を取るためのポイントも紹介してもらうので、ぜひ最後までご覧ください。では早速試験を受けていただきましょう。
じゃあお願いします。はい。Read and select. Okay. Is this a real English word? Identical. Yes. Tenning. No. Concert. Yes. Temporary. Yes. Traditional. Yes. Vivon. Probably no. Auspective. Probably no. Wrongly. Probably no. Seduce. Yes. Vandalism, yes. Encouraging, yes. Unqualified, yes. Wheat, probably no. Grandchild, yes. Relationship, yes. Toration, probably no. Redevelop, probably yes. Oh, I forgot. Timing. Fill in the blanks. Living in close proximity to a park can have a positive effect on physical health. Do you know what sort of career you want to pursue in the future? During the meeting, each department offered a projection for the upcoming or the coming year. The playful kittens spent all day wrestling with each other on the floor, their energy seemingly endless. The salesperson rehearsed their pitch, highlighting the product's unique features. The procedure to change your account password is so straightforward. Only one step is involved. The assembly line was highly efficient, minimizing waste and maximizing productivity. You should have seen as he was erupting. You should have seen as he was erupting with excitement when his team won. We need to visit the hardware to pick up some supplies for our project this weekend. What? Hardware? Oh, wait, 間違えた。Depot. Okay. 危なかった。Mixed language skills.
There's a restaurant in the hotel.
There's a restaurant in the hotel.
There's a restaurant in the hotel.
Okay.
They found a solution that worked successfully.
They found a solution that worked successfully.
They found a solution that worked successfully.
Okay. Fossil fuels were formed in the earth hundreds of millions of years ago and have many uses today. The term fossil refers to the remains of plants and animals from which their resources were formed. One type of widely used fossil fuel is petroleum, a liquid mixture that is also known as crude oil. Early civilizations used petroleum as a heat source. Today, people use it for a wide range of products, including gasoline for transportation and oil for heating. The term fossil refers to the remains of plants and animals from which their resources were formed. One type of widely used fossil fuel is petroleum, a liquid mixture that is also known as crude oil. Early civilizations used petroleum as a heat source. Okay.
Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched.
To our expectations, the teams were quite evenly matched.
Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched.
Contrary to our expectation. Okay.
Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched.
Okay.
When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
When he stood up, he realized his leg had fallen asleep.
When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
He realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
When he stood up, he realized that his leg had fallen asleep.
Hey.
We've ascertained the truth.
すごい難しい単語が出てきたね。We've ascertained the truth.
We've ascertained the truth.
Okay. In jury selections, lawyers are now beginning to favor individuals who are uninformed about the topic of the case. The logic is that individuals who come in with expertise in a topic will also have strong opinions. This prior knowledge supposedly affects their ability to be impartial. People who are uninformed, by contrast, will apparently come in with more flexible viewpoints. The logic is that individuals who come in with expertise in a topic will also have strong opinions. This prior knowledge supposedly affects their ability to be impartial. Okay.
Psychology teaches us that our behavior influences our beliefs. Psychology teaches us that our behavior influences our beliefs.
Behavior. Behavior or behaviors?
Psychology teaches us that our behavior influences our beliefs.
Okay.
They liked swimming.
Oh.
They liked swimming.
急に優しいのが来た。
We later realized that the window had been open the whole time. We later realized that the window had been open the whole time.
ここは絶対合ってる。
We later realized that the window had been open the whole time.
need が lead に聞こえる。We later realize.
The friends shared similar tastes in music.
Friends shared similar taste in music. Tastes かな
The friends shared similar tastes in music.
Tastes だ。Okay.
The friends shared similar tastes in music.
Okay. The cabinet at the end of the hallway is always full of strange things. You can find the cabinet at the end of the hallway. You can find our medicine strange. わかんない。And old and sham. I don't think anyone has clearly cleared it out in years. Okay, 最後はわかった。You can find hour じゃないかな。strange lot lottery strange lot and old songs and shamrock song なんだろう can find our medicine. You can find one medicine, our medicine. Strange がわかんない。この3つが。strange things, medicine, you find, old medicine, ここは違うな。old medicine, strange, lot, old, socks かなついた。わかんない。飛ばそう。interactive reading. The theory of human resources is, as the name, improving talent development is, as the name suggests, about improving the talent in a business. It covers everything from training for different management positions かな。本当だ。to hiring new employees to help the company grow. Some businesses don't have the money for elaborate human resources training, which is human resources improving development. Okay. The theory of human resources development is these are just some of the many ways human resources development. これは違う。Program started out being theory. Personal to 違う。Consultant will come in and look at the company's business goals. Some businesses don't have the money for elaborate human resources training, which is why human resources consultant. The program started out by using theory to build. これかな? Consultant will come in and look at a company's business goals. かな? Highlight what is human resources development? Improving the talent in a business. これかな Why would a business need human resources? consultant どこだっけ which is why they resort to hiring human some businesses don't have the money for elaborate human resources training, which is why they resort to hiring a human resources consultant. Okay. The team decided that they need to link each 違う。これだ。Company continue to grow. 違う。違う。ストレートにこれかな。
Your professor has noticed your strong interest and potential in the field of journalism, particularly regarding the role of media in social change. They approach you to invite you to a guest lecture on the subject, feeling that it would be a valuable experience for you. As someone who can be hesitant to step out of your comfort zone, you're considering whether to attend the event or not.
What? Okay.
Your professor has noticed your strong interest and potential in the field of journalism, particularly regarding the role of media in social change. They approach you to invite you to a guest lecture on the subject, feeling that it would be a valuable experience for you. As someone who can be hesitant to step out of your comfort zone, you're considering whether to attend the event or not. Your professor has noticed your strong interest and potential in the field of journalism, particularly regarding the role of media in social change. They approach you to invite you to a guest lecture on the subject, feeling that it would be a valuable experience for you. As someone who can be hesitant to step out of your comfort zone, you're
I'm interested in media and social change. They want me to attend a guest lecture. I feel hesitant. They think the event will be a valuable experience. Okay.
I read your recent article in the college newspaper, and I was impressed by your insightful perspective on social change. It reminded me of an upcoming guest lecture on the role of media in social change. I think you would benefit greatly from attending.
Well, I should have a different request. No. Well, thank you. I appreciate. No. Oh, wait. Maybe this one. 違う。これか。I think you should invite other students. No. これか、これ。Oh, that sounds interesting. Was it mandatory for our class? いや、違う、これだ。What is the lecture about exactly?
Well, a renowned investigative journalist is coming to share their experiences with social injustice. They'll be covering advanced techniques and interview skills, plus discussing ethical considerations. It's a great opportunity to learn from an expert.
Mhm. これではない。 うん。この設定で行くなら、これかな。
That's perfectly all right. Attending the lecture will give you a broader understanding of the field and might even open up networking opportunities. You never know where it could lead.
Who else is attending lecture challenge? I appreciate your help. Concerns action.
It's this Saturday at the City Auditorium. Don't worry about transportation. A shuttle will be provided for attendees.
Saturday City Auditorium shuttle. Gotでもいけるな。でもこれか。土曜日だもん。
I understand, but perhaps it's worth considering rescheduling your plans for this potentially valuable opportunity. Give it some thought, all right?
これではない。Nothing about it. I'm grateful for the invite. これかこれだな。
Of course. I'll send you a few articles and the guest lecturer's biography. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions.
だ。Services. I go because it gives people incredible experience. It's Saturday. Okay. Oh. Okay. Writing. Write a description of the image below for 1 minute. Image shows a white with sitting a carpet looking out a window. Has gates for security. Outside, you can see that it is blue. Just that it is near. It is almost dusk. Cat, black ears, and some black fur on its back. Prepare to write about the topic below. You'll write for 5 minutes. Write a follow-up response. Digital literacy involves the use of computers and the internet to safely and effectively get information. Why do you think digital literacy skills are becoming increasingly important every day? Digital literacy involving computers safely and effective. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Increasingly important every day because partly because of the advancement of technology, more people have access to smartphones and the internet are increasingly, and we are spending more and more time online. Plus, digital literacy, importance of digital literacy is increasing. Well, see, is crucial because see, didn't internet is flooded with false information and fake news. Digital literacy teaches us how there's real information about genuine and true information from falsehoods. This is becoming increasingly important as especially during the elections. During the leading up to elections, many bots post fake news, fake election. It is up to the ます。Three variations is up to each constituent to be able to access it and trust the information to base on accurate and trustworthy. Able to access accurate and trustworthy information so that they can form an educated, they can be informed and portfolio. As more political candidates conduct their campaigns on social media platforms, literacy is crucial because more political candidates conduct their campaigns on social media platforms. How might the rise of e-commerce and making online purchases emphasize them? Discuss how these skills might impact. The rise of e-commerce and the increase in purchases is highly linked to literacy. Recent skills are important. There's one digital literacy helps. Digital literacy, e-commerce, literacy, and in way, e-commerce emphasizes the importance of digital literacy is preventing scam. Many online retailers publish fake websites that steal consumers' personal information. Having adequate digital literacy enables users to spot fake website and this will prevent them from entering their valuable personal data, which might include credit card on as result can be said that having digital literacy may prevent being a victim fraud. That's what I Speaking. Yes. うわ。20秒。 There are 4 individuals, all of whom appear to be women, sitting outdoors under a red tent. 3 of the 4 individuals have glasses on, and all of them appear to be looking at a sheet of paper. Because all of them are wearing short sleeve shirts, I'm assuming that it is summer and it is hot outside. And the piece of paper that they are looking at could be a menu because they are seated outdoors, and I can see other empty tables and chairs behind them. So I'm assuming that these 4 individuals are deciding on what to eat at a eating establishment with outdoor seating. The 2 individuals in the middle have their own water bottles, and there is one individual all the way in the back that is not a part of this group who is also a customer at this restaurant. Okay. Ready to speak about the topic below. Talk about a film. Okay. Film. Okay, so a recent film that I saw is Spirited Away. It is about 20 years old. The first time I saw it was when I was in 1st grade. And the film itself is about a girl whose parents are transformed into pigs by a witch, and her journey on getting them back to humans. The main character is a girl whose name is Chihiro, and what I remember most vividly about this film is how throughout the film, how the girl faces different challenges and overcomes each one through the help of the friends she meets on the way. And another thing I remember is that the ending itself is not necessarily a happy ending. So it wasn't necessarily a cliffhanger, but I remember that watching it as a kid, it wasn't a very happy ending. Prepare to have a conversation. You'll listen to 6 questions and have 35 seconds to answer each. 6 questions, 35 seconds to answer.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about your ideal place to live. Describe something you like about where you live.
I like the place where I currently live because it's a very convenient place. It has access to great public transportation, and there are many supermarkets and parks around my apartment, which is good because there are many places where I can take my kid to play on the weekends.
Thanks. I have another question. Is it important to live close to your workplace or school, and why?
It is definitely important to live near your workplace because the time you spend on commuting is actually stressful, regardless of whether you're driving or on the morning train. And the place I live in, most people travel or commute by train, and during rush hour, it can be really packed. And so it's best and ideal if you live in a place where you can walk to work, so you don't have to deal with rush hour trains.
Thanks. Let me ask you another question. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of living in a big city versus a small town.
Okay, easy. The advantages of living in a big city is that include having many places to visit. There's always something to do in the big city, whether it's eating out or entertainment. But the disadvantage is include big cities being crowded and things are more expensive. So the cost of living in big cities is high compared to the rural areas.
Thanks for discussing your ideal place to live with me. Now I'd like to change topics and ask you a few questions about communication and technology. Talk about some changes in communication due to smartphones.
One of the biggest changes is that now you can talk with relatives who live on a different continent with the tap of a finger, and you can see their faces too. So before you were able to maybe send or write a letter to them, but now you can actually see their face and talk to them live and hear their voice as if they were next to you.
Interesting. I have another question. Describe a challenge of communicating with someone from another country using technology.
I communicate with people from different countries due to my work, and one of the biggest challenges is the time difference, because it is difficult to find a suitable time that works for us all, especially if the time difference is about 12 hours. And that makes it hard to schedule meetings and talk to them on the phone or on the internet.
Interesting. Let me ask you another question. Do you think in-person communication is better than using technology, and why?
That's a good question. In-person communication is always ideal, but I understand that there are sometimes circumstances that cause us to only be able to communicate on the web through smartphones. But ideally, being in person allows us to look at their body language up close, so that's better.
Thanks for discussing communication and technology with me. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Writing and speaking samples. Write about the topic below. Describe a time you received meaningful compliment or praise from someone. Who was it? Meaningful compliment. Translate translate script with speech at a or because someone else is in not be translated completely. I did. I at length with a client on how he wanted to structure speech so that I could figure out which ones he wanted to us. Continue the task. If we want, they have this speech and that really fun. I was extremely happy. I felt that all late calls and edits to this edits that was tiring, but hearing that method. This time having someone tell me that my work made a difference. This fine. So gave you continue to gain motivation to continue harder. Many revisions up to the speech. Great. Information comes from many sources, including the people around us, the media, and our thoughts. Give other sources your full attention. Include details and examples in your answer. Because there is so much information surrounding us, and given the rise of technology that enables us to access that information at our fingertips, it is crucial that we filter some of that information. Otherwise, we will be overwhelmed with the sheer amount of information that is available for us to view. And one time I had to filter out some of the information was when I was preparing for my election. I had to view a certain topic about one of my policies, which is English education in our country. And there is an abundance of information on that topic that can be found in traditional media, such as newspapers and television, as well as other information that can be found online. And I had to filter out the information online because most of it was opinion pieces. And what I needed was some raw data that would back up my stance on improving English education in Japan. And so what I was looking for was first-hand information from a primary source, including statistics, on test results, and those are found mostly in statistical books in the library and not online. So when I filtered that information, I was able to use more time of sifting through all the paper-based information, including charts and test results from previous years. Had I focused on the information online, I would not have been able to create policies that were backed up by actual data. 終わった。
青木さんお疲れ様でした。
ありがとうございます。
無料テストを受けていただいたんですけど、見てる側も本当に勉強になりまして、なかなか人がDuolingoのテストを受けてるのを見るってそんなに機会がないので、大変勉強になりました。ありがとうございました。青木さんどうでした？
疲れましたね。
疲れました。
脳みそをフル回転50分ぐらい。
はい。
ちょっとやつれてんじゃないかな、もう。
いや、そうですよね。せっかく受験していただいて、練習テストだとどうしても何点という形ではなく、レンジで出てくるので、150点から160点。結果的にそれも満点の可能性が非常に高いですという点数なんですけど、受けていただいてすぐ新鮮なインプットされた状況で、
はい、
ぜひDuolingo English テストで高得点を取るためのポイントみたいなところを3つほど絞って教えていただけるとありがたいなと思うんですが、いかがでしょうか？はい、
まず一つ目が、事前に頭の中で回答の構成を考えておく。それが重要で、問題文が出された時に準備時間が10秒から20秒30秒あると思うんですけれども、回答時間も限られているので、事前に頭の中でこれを言いたいっていうのをリストアップしていくと、回答がスムーズにいくのではないかなと思います。
なるほど。じゃあもう準備時間は基本的にはどう答えようかなというのに当てられている感じですか？
そうですね。なので問題文を一度読んで、残りの時間はもうすべてどう答えていくかっていうのを頭の中で整理していくっていうやってますね。
ありがとうございます。じゃあぜひ2つ目も。
2つ目は、無理に難しい単語や文を長くしようとしないこと。確かにレベルの高い単語を使ったり文章を少し長くするとプラスになるんですけれども、無理してやろうとすると逆にマイナスになったり時間がなくなったりするので、簡潔にできるものはよりシンプルな単語で全然 OK だと思います。
聞いてる中でも意外でしたね。ここまで難しい単語を多用されず回答されていて150、160という結果だったので、そこは印象深いというかびっくりしました。
私も動画見ればわかると思うんですけれども、途中で何回か一度書いたものを削除して、より短い文章に書き直してるシーンが何箇所かあると思うんですよね。はい。それが理由なんですよ。
なるほど。
長くなって自分が伝えたいことがうまく伝わらないって分かった瞬間にも全部消して、もう短い文章でいいやってやりました。
なるほど。ありがとうございます。とある本を参考にされてそういう思考で書かれていると聞いたんですけど、はい、それもぜひご紹介いただけると。
E.B. White, The Elements of Style、 ぜひ読んでみてください。
そこに書いてあるんですよね、そういう内容。
そうですね。ちょっと雑談になるんですけど、今受けた試験でジャーナリズム専攻の設定で、教授がとあるイベントに誘うっていうリスニングの問題があったと思うんですけれども、
Your professor has noticed your strong interest and potential in the field of journalism, particularly regarding the role of media in social change. They approach you to invite you to a guest lecture on the subject, feeling that it would be a valuable experience for you. As someone who can be hesitant to step out of your comfort zone, you're considering whether to attend the event or not.
今紹介した本はジャーナリズム専攻の学生なら多分みんな読まされると思います。みんな読んでます。
なるほど。
はい。なのでライティングを上達させたい人はぜひ読んでみてください。多分日本語版もあると思います。わからないです。
あれば、
はい、
概要欄とかに載せておきます。
はい、
そこでできる限り短く書けるのであれば、簡潔に書くようにというのが内容として含まれてるんですよね。
そうですね。一番大事なのは、とにかく問題に対してきちっと答える。でその単語とかはその次ですね。答えてなければいくら上級者用の単語を使ってもプラスにはならないので、問題を答えるのが一番重要だっていうことを忘れないでください。
ありがとうございます。
はい、
ポイント2つ目も大変参考になります。じゃあ3つ目お願いします。
はい、3つ目、時間配分を意識して問題を解くこと。
なるほど。
はい、当たり前かと思うんですけれども、時間が決まってる試験なので、時間内に終わらないと自動的に次に進んでしまうっていうのが、このテストの特徴なんですよね。
そうですね。
で、実は私も受けていた時に一番最初の丸×で考えてたらもう次の問題に飛んでしまいました。
Redevelop. Probably yes.
5秒しかなかったので、なので時間配分を意識して問題を解くのはどのセクションにも共通していると思います。特にスピーキングの部分では残りだいたい15秒20秒切ったら新しいポイントをできる限り入れないこと、はい、まとめる時間がなくなってしまうので、ライティングに関しては書きながら、左上に残り時間が表示されると思うんですけれども、定期的にそこをちらっと見ながら書いて、残り30秒45秒ぐらいになったらそろそろまとめてチェックして、スペルミスがないかとか文法のミスがないかっていうのをチェックしながらまとめていくといいかなと思います。
なるほど、ありがとうございます。基本といえば基本ですが、青木さんぐらいの方でもやっぱりそこを気にしてやられてるということで。
基本なんですけれども、他の英語のテストと違って全部ネットで完結するテストなので、他のテストだとこのセクションは何十分っていう決まりなんで、今回はもう問題ごとに10秒20秒と細かく決まってるので、そこはしっかりと意識しながら解かないと、先ほど申し上げた通り勝手に進んじゃうので、
そうですね。なるほど、ありがとうございます。ではまとめさせていただくと、まず1つ目大事なこととして、事前に回答をまとめる時間を意識的に準備時間で作ろうというのが1つ目。2つ目が無理に長い文章を書こうと意識せず、難しい単語をそんなに使わなくてもちゃんと高得点は取れるよというところがポイント。3つ目、時間配分を意識して問題を解きましょうということでいただきました。
これだけでスコアを伸びるかもしれませんので、基本を重ねて、あとはしっかりと最初の冒頭の時間を使ったりとか、残り時間があったらチェックしたりとか、極力そのマイナスになる点をゼロにして高得点を狙ってください。
ありがとうございます。今日の動画非常に参考になると思うので、皆さんも今日出てきた話とかを意識して次テスト勉強を含め実践してみていただけると幸いです。というところで、青木さんにご監修いただいた DET ブリッジですが、実際に DET ブリッジの問題に今日解いていただいた、例えばスピーキングのエッセイ問題だったり、ライティングのエッセイ問題だったりあるんですが、そこの回答例というところを解説に載っけてるんですけれども、青木さんの回答だったりも載っけております。今日の動画だけだと回答の一例しか見れないんですが、DET ブリッジぜひご活用いただけると、そういった回答例とかも全て見放題になっているので、今日のお話でもあったように、意外と基本的な単語で構成することもできるんだなというところの学びにもなるかなと思います。日本語での解説等もそこに詳しくつけておりますので、それをご参考にしていただければ大変良いのかなと思ってます。さらに自分の回答を添削をしてほしいと、そういう方々向けにライティングが今 AI 添削機能というのを DET ブリッジに搭載しておりますので、ぜひそちらもご活用いただいて、どういうところが弱い、どういうところが強いというところを先生がフィードバックしてくれるかのように AI 側がやってくれるので、 で、ぜひそれもご参考にしていただければなと思います。今回の動画も勉強をされている方に向けて少しでも参考になればということで作らせていただきました。スコアを伸ばしたいよという方は DET ブリッジご活用いただければと思いますので、概要欄から内容をぜひご確認ください。ということで、青木さん、本日はありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
長いお時間お付き合いいただきまして。
どうも。
では、この動画が少しでも役に立ったなと思った方は、ぜひチャンネル登録、高評価よろしくお願いいたします。Duolingo English Testの受験、ぜひ皆さん頑張ってください。また次の動画でお会いしましょう。バイバイ。